Well, hello, my followers. How are you today? I am so grateful to talk to you about the next thing because it's something that is adored in society. And once you see this, you will also be able to apply it in your own lives and see how you can shift it yourself. If you're still operating on the same thing that is adored in society, and how it affects you in your own journey. Are you curious? Let's find out. What is adored in society? You must have seen movies where you have a character and the character is experiencing negative situations. You see the integrity of the person and you really want the person to win. You really want them to achieve what they long. You see the injustice, you see the, the things they had to endure, you see all of it. And you feel resonance with their intentions. You feel resonance with their beliefs and how they want to achieve things in their life because you feel their heart. What is adored in society is the role of the underdog. Why I want you to see this? So this is a story of the underdog. Now, what do I want you to understand about the story of the underdog? When you are empowered, encouraged from the story of the underdog, like, yes, we have to fight for it. Yes, we have to stand our ground. Yes, we have to blah, 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 whatever the thing is. It is that it creates a distance between where you are and where you want to be. And the other situation that the person is attaining to reaching for is put on a pedestal. A pedestal is also something that you do when you feel there is a distance between you and that thing. Otherwise, you would be putting it on a pedestal. So first thing that I want you to do is take it down from the pedestal. I want you to hear this message that if you have a yearning, if you have a desire, if you have something that you feel in your heart to be true, and you see in your mind as yours, you feel resonance with it in your core, it's only given for you because you are able to attain it, you're able to live it, you're able to embody it, you're able to resonate with it already energetically, so you can nurture that dream, that vision, that mission, and you bridge with this nourishment the incubation period for it to become the reality. If you see that you, from the moment you are born, the Creator gives you what you deeply desire, you're worthy to receive it, then you can energetically understand, hey, it is already given. I'm worthy from the moment I am born. I don't have to fight for it. I don't have to stand my ground for it. I am already that version. What happens? Oh, it's not in my experience. Oh, there's this distance. The ego steps into separation instead of union. I am, you are, we are the same. There's no distance. We are all connected. It's only the story that you choose subconsciously to believe is your story and why you cannot have it. That is not the story that the creator is putting you in. The ego puts you into that story. Do you see that? Based upon your past, based upon your conditioning, based on what happened in history, and it resonates with what happened that was unfair and what happened that was unjust. So I want you to see your worthiness in all of this. Also, what I want you to see is when you step into this role of the underdog, you are seeing yourself as a victim. And from the moment you are born, literally from the very moment you are born, you are a winner. You came here with a mission. You came here with a vision. You came here because you have something to contribute to this planet that nobody else is able to contribute to in the way that you do, because you are unique. Your energy is unique. And for your energy, there's other people vibrating with it. Because you have that light. And you have lived specific things that from the moment you understood that who you truly are, you understood that you don't have to overcome it. You just have to start to see where you're stepping into this victim mentality. Still, this is called the dark night of the soul. Because once you see the stories that you were telling yourself, this means that what you were holding on to as your anchor in your life, you are not that identity. And if you are not your identity, then who are you? And for when the conditioning is too strong, when you are so attached to the underdog, there's so much grief that comes up. There can be so many other emotions that come up, and when you're able to observe it, it won't cripple you. When the emotions are too intense, by you seeing this difference between who you really are, who you thought you were, and the stories you were telling, if you're able to observe that crippling of the ego, and that you actually don't know who you truly are in the story of the conditioning, in the story of the matrix, because inside of you, you know. Your soul knows who you are. And your soul doesn't need to have that confirmation. It's only the conditioning who is looking for proof, for validation. When the ego that is connected to receiving that validation is dissolved in the understanding that you are that core energy, then there is this erase of this victim mentality, erase of that negative identity that you were holding on to, that false identity that you were holding on to. When you're allowing for that to happen, when you disconnect yourself from the negative stories that you were telling yourself, because these negative stories, they gave you a sense of identity. Now, when this is gone, and you really want to embody who you are, then observe what is happening to you. Can you hold that? Can you hold that crippling of the ego? Or do you start shaming and blaming? Can you see your responsibility in the process of you stepping into your victim mentality? Even though it might be conditioned, and most probably it is, because you were not born into this world with a victim mentality. You were trained for it. Now, once you can see that dissociation in the contrasts, in the pain of what you have been believing regarding the essence of who you truly are, if you can hold that, then you step through the dark night of the soul. And this is what I wanted to share with you. Because you have to, once you are on this journey of self-development, gradually step into this embodiment of who you truly are. And once you have seen this, you cannot unseen it. The thing is that when you go to sleep and you allow yourself to be distracted, you have to remind yourself of who you truly are if you're not feeling it already in every cell of your body. And this is where the peace comes in. This is where the balance and the harmony can enter without you stepping into that fight modus that society so wants you to believe in. So straighten your spine and see who you truly are. And I'm here to help you on that journey. And it's such a beautiful journey when we step into revealing of your truth and living from that truth and understanding how society sets up beliefs and systems for you to think that you are depending on it. It starts with understanding how we think, how we can regulate our nervous system, how we get to feel safe in our body. Because this also affects the hormones of stress, of dis-ease. And you step into power when you do so. This is where I guide you through, and all the bliss and the fulfillment that comes from there is just such a beautiful gift. So thank you for you tuning into my channel. Thank you for you who are already in my programs, and we evolve on this journey of living in truth. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I'm so grateful for the people who walk on this path and the courage you hold inside of you. If you want to know more, then let me know. If you have questions, then comment below what is your question, and I'm happy to answer them. And I'm also starting a 10-week program for the 4th time. And I'm very grateful to do so because it's just a beautiful gift to your soul journey and to the quantum leap that you're able to do when you step into your purpose in life. When you start living from your truth, watch how you're able to shift and how the doors are opening with people, synchronicities, with situations you thought you never would find yourself in. Because you had to find the way how to allow things to be, not from resistance. My name is Sige Nagels. I'm a life coach and transformational mentor. Comment below the word truth if you want to know more about a 10-week program, and I'm happy to inform you further. I help you to get very clear on your soul's calling and in clarity with how we think, the power of the subconscious mind, the language of the body, the power of your heart. You get to embody that truth so profoundly. You step into your freedom and you are your true self. Now imagine how your life would be if you would live from that energy. Talk to you very soon. Mwah. Bye bye.